Is the sound working? How long has it been like that? I don't know. Wow. This whole entire time, I'm thinking that I'm talking and I'm not the whole entire time. That's crazy. So some of that maybe y'all were not meant to hear. Like some of my prayers and stuff, y'all were not supposed to hear that. So, but I did have like a little mishap with the one of the cards. Um, a candle fell on it, like wax fell on it, and I feel like that's a loud message. Like I don't know if it's like a stubborn energy, but I do need to change the timestamp. I do. So yeah, good thing I didn't really get to the reading fully yet. Let's see. So we're at 13:48. Okay. All right. So officially now we can start the reading because I didn't know the sound was like out. So my apologies. Anyone that has Aries placements, this is your reading. So you have the postpartum care card, which is not only specific to people that are pregnant. I'm going to use this as a universal message. Okay. So place it where it resonates with you. You have Aunt Caroline with the Wheel of Fortune. You also have the market with the Wheel of Fortune. I've just noticed that. It's crazy. And then you have the Ada Wado card. And then Kudusu plant with abundant growth and willpower. You did have the mason jar card at the bottom of the deck, so I was picking up that for some of you, and the altar water card. That for some of you guys, you might be guided to do some sort of mason jar spell for growth or abundance spells. Okay, so the theme for you is definitely around finances. If you guys are someone that sells merchandise, works in retail or sales or something like that, that this could be where spirit is leading you to go this week. This is your sacred medicine this week, is doing some sort of growth, something to encourage you, to push you. Some of you guys might have reached what you feel like is a plateau when it comes to your finances, your growth, um, sales, marketing, um, maybe retail. So you guys are maybe coming out of that period of maybe being maybe feeling depressed a little bit, feeling stuck. The healing medicine for you as well is maybe doing some sort of work around your stomach. You might need to do like a herbal bath and lay like some herbs directly on your stomach. And I'm getting like majority of the herbs need to lay on your abdomen, uh, your abdomen. Can't even talk. Laying these herbs out on your stomach is, I feel like, helping to give yourself some grace, some patience, some tender love and care. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself. So I'm seeing like green leaves, but I'm also seeing like flowers, like roses or something like that. Um, I'm not too sure what Kuduzo. I'm gonna look it up real quick, or maybe you can look this up. Kudzu. Let me see. I wanna lavender for sure. I would work with some lavender, some roses. Don't do too much. Hyssop is really good with washing away and healing and cleansing and breaking energies off of you. It's good for spiritual baths and it's also good for head washes. So if you feel like you need a head wash, you can do that as well. But definitely something with the stomach, like laying these roots, these herbs on your stomach and blessing your stomach, blessing your solar plexus, I should say. Like if you're feeling a sense of lack, you feel like, I'm hearing, these are just the words I'm hearing, like you feel like you're a loser, you feel like you're not progressing, to banish that energy out of you. Like speak that out of you. Okay. Um if you do work with hyssop, you can always recite Psalms 51 too. Psalms 51, as you're either doing the head wash or you're doing the spiritual bath, like whichever one resonates with you. Um, Aunt Caroline is a very prolific figure in hoodoo. Um, with the Wheel of Fortune coming out twice, this is something about you shifting an energy or making do and shifting. It's like uh, Aunt Caroline, her works where she did the work for others. She helped different types of people, different walks of life, um, through word of mouth. She didn't have to solicit or anything, her gifts or what, her services and things like that. And if I'm not mistaken, she didn't charge for her services. But Spirit's not saying that you shouldn't do that, but it's, you don't have to over solicit your, like, you don't even have to. It's kind of just like your work, your energy will speak for itself. All you got to do is show up. But this is like you need a little bit of a confident boost right now, a genuine one, not coming from the ego and things like that, but for real, for real. um let's see, what this this card represents right here. Number 30. Okay, so Kaduzu, hope I'm pronouncing this right. It says grows and spreads like wildfire throughout the southern eastern United States. This wild vine consumes all things in its path, trees, buildings, even cars parked for too long, all find themselves draped in such a lush green leaves. When you receive this card, it is a portent of accelerated growth in your development. You are about to manifest big things. Remember that when you grow rapidly, when you envelop and transform all things around you, people take notice. Abundant growth makes a powerful impression, and this forward momentum will open new doors. Exactly. Some of you guys, only if you're led, if you feel led to do a road opener, uh, this might be what you like. You'll know if it's for you. You'll know if that's something that you feel like you need a breakthrough in your path. You feel like there's things maybe blocking you, then you will know if this is for you. But yeah, so I don't know if you can find that plant anywhere, but I feel like it's just a metaphor, it's a message. You also have the altar water. So altar waters are things like Florida waters, Cananja waters, Peruvian waters. um you can make your own. I just made this siren altar water. I did my own ingredients. Really, really nice. It smells really good too, child. So you could bless bless your, if it's like things that you're selling, if it's like a business card, if it is um let's say like your desk, your office, if you own a store or something like that, bless the space, bless the windows, bless the doors, bless the floors. Your business cards, anoint your business cards, bless them, speak over them. What else coming through? If you feel led to do the herbs and like the mason jar, dedicate the mason jar to your business. Like you can put coins in there. You can put your business cards in there. If you have like a consultant, like say you work in retail and you have like a consultant card that you pass around, you can put that in the jar. You can put specific herbs in that jar that resonate with prosperity and abundance. Yeah, but I would definitely say like if you want to do the inner soul work or you want to do like the actual healing work, then I would do the spiritual bath with your stomach, your abdomen. Okay. Yeah. If you're led. Only if you're led. Because there's something that I feel like with this message, the market card, it did, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the New Orleans voodoo, that my candle fell over it. And it almost like kind of consecrated it or blessed it almost in a sense, but I also felt like a little bit of urgency or a little bit of like your ancestors maybe like knocking your head and saying like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are like, why aren't we doing certain things? It's like trying to encourage you more so than anything. encourage you to take certain actions, put yourself out there or put yourself in position. Okay. Put yourself more so in position. Um, if you feel like you are stuck, okay, you feel like you have a lot of anxiety around what you should be doing or what you feel like you're not doing. Um, Again, like if you feel guided to take a spiritual bath to cleanse yourself, cleanse your energy, with a hyssop or do a head wash, recite Psalms 51 while you do. Um, what else? Feels like I'm missing something. Because this is like a breakthrough in business, I feel like for some of you, if you feel like it's slow or you're lacking in ideas, um, that could be something as well. And I feel like there's a merge between, like, I'm seeing two realities in this card, like where there's modern day energies here, people working, people hustling, and then like there's ancient times where there's things that maybe they did. Um, I'm hearing the story of um what was that prophet's name? Fuck, I think it's Joseph. Joseph the Dreamer. He had a position in Egypt because of his gifting. So again, it's going back to, you don't have to like overly promote or like, it's not to say that you shouldn't like put yourself out there, but it's like you don't have to oversaturate yourself. You don't have to do too much, because in truth, in all actuality, all you got to do is show up. And word of mouth, I'm hearing, because Joseph, he got locked up because of something he didn't even do. He got locked up, he was wrongfully accused, and he was prophesying because he would have these dreams and these visions, and he would prophesy and break down the dreams, or no, people would have the dreams, because he was a dreamer, but he knew he had the gift of discerning dreams and decoding them. And the prisoners that he shared his cell with or whatever, they would tell him their dreams, and he would decode them for them. And when they would come to pass, these things, these visions, how he would break them down, the prophetic dreams that these people were having, he was able to prophesy and they would come to pass, right? And one of the prisoners, word of mouth, told, or the people told the Pharaoh at the time, that there's this prisoner that has the gift of dreams, right? And he can help you decode or discern what your dream is about. So the Pharaoh had this troubling dream that he could not decode. Joseph was able to counsel him and tell him, like, hey, like, this is something serious. Like, this is a potential famine that we're going to face. We need to handle, our resources in this manner, in this way. And he came up with a plan for their resources that actually helped Egypt a lot. And that put him in the position, a high position, to have his own and be his own within Egypt. He wasn't even an Egyptian. He was sold into slavery in Egypt. That's how he got there, by his brothers. So you have the ability, I feel like, to work with ancestral wisdom, ancient wisdom all at once. And maybe you have the gift of dreams as well, where spirit is showing you and telling you how to um utilize your resources, prepare, or to help other people. You're given this. This isn't just something that is coming from nowhere. This is something that you already have the ability to do and tap into. Um, let me see. The Edo Wedo card is Ace of Congo, which is Ace of Cups. Okay. So let's see. The serpent energy might be resonant to you. This card points to pleasure and happiness. The influence is that of the great mother who creates freely through the subtle pressure of the waters. So some of you guys may work with water deities, or maybe you should incorporate more water into your spiritual work. Um, yeah, some of you guys may already resonate with serpent energy, but like you need to know the power in what you have to offer and give to the world, whatever that may be, and believe that it's worth enough for people to share of your gifts, your talents, your expertise, that it's going to pay you forward. Like, you don't have to overdo it. And what's interesting is you have the Dambalo Wedo card with the ace, I believe Ace of Fire is the displacement right here. So definitely something with the serpent energy and counterpart energy, but it can also represent feminine and masculine energies and principles and working with those together in relations and correlation together. So there's a means to utilize your feminine energy, maybe based off of your intuitive guidance, and then the masculine energy being you actually implementing them and making it happen, making it move. Actually, that is the air card, Ace, Ace of Swords with Dambala Widow. Okay. Yeah, and this represents the power of the ancestors as well. So, um, you're being called to take some sort of action when you're divinely led to and guided to, because they're like saying you're sitting on something that is blessed. You're sitting on gifts and talents that are blessed. Okay. So that's what I'm getting from that. So, Aries, I appreciate y'all patience because I really was over here talking and the mic was not on. Okay. Like Prince would have been shading me like your mic was not on. Um, but yeah, so that is your reading, Aries. We're gonna move on to Taurus now. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Whenever you do, like this video, I greatly appreciate that. All right, Taurus. 2919 is your timestamp. So, shout out to my fellow Taurians, anyone that has Taurus placements. I hope you guys are well. This is going to be your sacred medicine and magic for the week or whenever you watch this. Okay, so we're going to tap into your theme, the energy around it, any tools, any guidance, any rituals or steps that I feel led to share with you. That's what we're going to get at. That's what we're going to do. Okay. All right. So, Taurus placements. Let's see. What's your energy this week? Sacred medicine for the week for my fellow Taurus people. Womb blessings. Okay, so as a reminder, y'all, I'm using a womb deck. So it is going to talk about wombs and pregnancy, but I'm going to read it in a universal manner where we can all understand and utilize it. So, yeah. Okay, just let me make sure I can hear myself. All right, so you have the womb blessings. Now, baby's breath, you might want to work with baby's breath, plant, flower. But the womb blessings card, it says womb is a sacred space that holds the power of creation, and offering blessings to it is a way to honor its strength and health. You can channel healing energy into your womb through prayer of affirmations and ensuring it remains a strong foundation for new life. With each blessing, you feel your womb becoming more vibrant. Prepare for the journey of fertility, childbirth, or recovery. All right, so start speaking over yourself, over your ideas, over your creativity, over whatever makes you blessed in abundance. Speak over those things. So this could be gratitude. This could be affirming something that you're about to give birth to. Like you're speaking over it, like this will be blessed. This will be successful. This will be healing. This will be inspiring. Whatever you feel guided to say, however you're guided to say it. Let's see. Some of you guys may be giving birth to a child literally. Um, Speak over that baby daily. Seven of baskets. This person is taking a spiritual bath. Some of you guys need to take a spiritual bath. Some of you guys, it could be something with love coming in as well, or a union you already have a union. I'm seeing lavender, baby's breath, like I was saying. Yemoya, yes, Yemoya, yes, girl, yes, auntie, yes, mama, yes. All right, so I like this. You are birthing something out. She's pregnant in this card as well. Okay. Um, if you have breasts, if you have, a yoni, lavender oil or something like that, maybe rubbing lavender oil on these spaces, for healing, sending love, sending um, calm, peace, compassion to those parts of yourself, or maybe it's like they do have yoni oils and stuff like that. If that is your expertise, like you know how to work with herbs, you know how to work with oils, or if not, maybe finding the right oils or herbs that work for you. But this is something around your feminine health, feminine energy health. But very soon you are about to birth something. And it's for some of you, you're birthing yourselves out. You might want to do something different to your hair to like dye it red or copper. Seeing like you working with Kali Ma as well. Kali Ma's energy um, is helping you push past something traumatic. Some of you guys, if you do need to cleanse and wash your hair, so this could equate to head washes. So rosemary and lavender. Now, some of this stuff is not good for your hair always. Like it can be harsh on certain hair textures. So I'm not encouraging you to do this like often. This is just like for the sake of spiritual cleansing. If you're led to do a head wash, use lavender and rosemary. Kyrie shows came out. You have a lot of cards trying to come out. Yes, this is oceanic energy all day, siren energy all day. Kyrie shells, the Connaught shell, homecoming, afterlife. Kyrie shells, passion, feminine power. Yes, you're working with these goddesses. Even if you are a male, like a hardcore masculine male, your energy might be calling you to be more present in your body, more softer in the way that you treat yourself. Okay. As you take the spiritual bath, it could be an intent to connect deeper with your emotions, to connect deeper with your intuition. Okay. Um, yeah, be kinder to yourself, kinder to yourself. I'm gonna run to my kitchen real quick. You guys could still hear me because I have my microphone clipped on me. But I'm gonna show you real quick what I feel like. Because yeah, you can work with lavender in like different forms, like in an oil concentrated form, in a dry form, like crushed dry. Hold on, I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm going to show y'all real quick. Run to my kitchen, grab this. Okay. This gets messy, of course, because it's dried, but you can use lavender in its state like this, where it's still on its stem. You can use this, put it in your bath, and if you can, rub it up against yourself, like wash yourself down with a bundle of lavender, is what I'm saying. If you can find it. If you can't find this, then it's okay. You can put some lavender um, pieces in there. You can boil some lavender, use some lavender oil, lavender spray, something, whatever feels natural to you. Greetings. Yeah. Um, there's something definitely around the yoni, looking at the shape of these shells. You know, y'all, some of y'all may not know, but I love me a Kyrie shell. Those are my babies. I love them. They're just beautiful to me. And then the connote shell. So there is something about yoni health. Be kind to your yoni, do some healing work. I do not have that. Never heard of it actually. Um, but yeah, that is what I'm getting. Let me see if there's anything else that maybe wanted to come through because I'm definitely getting spiritual bath for you. Um, her head is clouded with these seven of baskets. So this is equivalent to the seven of cups. You can't see her face. It's like it's clouded with all these baskets. So like maybe yeah, some of y'all you do need to wash your do a head wash. Wash your hair with the intention of cleansing like your mind, but it's more so of like concentration. There's blockages. Maybe you're not aware that you're close to giving birth to something here. You're very close. You have a lot of references to completion. You got number 9, which can represent completion, something within this year. Okay, so time sensitive because we're in the year of the 9, 2025 equals the number 9. You have number 19, which is essentially 1 and 9, that's 10 or 1, so an ending within the beginning. And then you have the number 10 here, the ending within the beginning. But also that one can represent idea and thought, and that zero can represent the portal of creation. So again, kind of going back to the whole birthing thing. So it can be connected to literal birth, or where the one represents the phallic energy that plants the seed, and the zero represents the feminine principle, where you plant the seed, or where into you plant the seed. So you're very close to giving birth to something here for sure, creating creativity wise, or literally a child is coming in, and it's going to be a blessed energy as one, because you have homecoming and afterlife is the keywords on this card. So there's a homecoming, someone that's maybe coming into this life, and someone that's passing over. That could be like some of you guys may be grieving a loss of someone, but it can also represent a part of yourself that you are laying to rest as a new you emerges. Something beautiful that comes from that, Taurus. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Yeah, these are I love these cards so much. But yeah, that was your reading, Tauruses. I hope that that was helpful, insightful, clarifying, or confirming. All right, y'all, be blessed. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next zodiac sign. My Gemini papers. All right, this chair is like god awfully annoying. 3926. All right, Jimmy's, happy birthday to you. It's my sister's birthday today. Everybody wish my sister happy 21st birthday. Shout out to the Jimmys. My daddy's birthday was just last week. So shout out to all the Geminis. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday, or when your birthday do comes. I hope you enjoy it. Um, so yeah, let's see what your sacred medicine is for this week. So we're gonna tap into the theme around it, what your sacred tools and medicine is. Okay. Gemini placement. Gemini placement. What's up with y'all? Hey, Tawanda, how are you? You have witch hazel soaks. Witch hazel, ironically, I have never used it, but I've just been called to it lately, which is interesting. But you have the witch hazel soaks, which is another bath reference here. So we are getting a lot of cards around spiritual baths and such. Okay. Um, So let's see. The witch hazel card, it says witch hazel is soothing. It's a healing remedy for the body, especially after swelling and speed recovery. Nurturing your body as it heals. As you bathe, imagine the witch hazel drawing out discomfort and filling you with strength needed for your new role as a mother. So again, I'm using, for those of you that don't know, I said this in the last couple of times, that I'm using a sacred wound healing deck, but I'm going to read it in a way that is universal for everyone. So, you guys, this seems to be a theme so far. What I'm picking up is like a lot of people are laying to rest old energies, okay, so that they can welcome in some new, okay, something new. So, literally, maybe you're guided to take a bath in some witch hazel, okay, to soak. Some of you guys need to chill. Y'all need to relax, kind of get back to yourself. Maybe you guys work a lot. Maybe you use your physical body a lot, where your muscles may be tight. You're tired. Let's see. Just energetically tired. Yeah. See. Y'all got the 10 of sticks, which is the 10 of wands. That could be the energy of oppression sometimes. Heaviness, carrying way too much that you just don't simply need to. Carrying way too much. Oshun, Mama Oshun, Santeria, seven of Santeria, I believe, is the 7 of Pentacles. So Oshun is here. Mama Oshun for you, Gemini. Um, I'm getting to live a little, have a little fun, okay? Um, there could be like a flirty energy, like y'all need some fun, yeah, for real. Y'all need some fun. Y'all need to like relax a little bit, get back to yourselves, child. Like it could be a lot going on, or you just take on way too much energy. Um, if you're able to, wow, you have instrument, self expression, and speaking your truth. As a Gemini, as a Mercury ruling sign, y'all really, you have to find various outlets or like unique outlets to express yourself. There may be like a stagnancy in how, like, where you're at with yourself right now. Your creativity could be blocked, or you just kind of feel out of place. Like you may feel like you're not connected in your own body or something. I don't know. This is weird, but maybe music does help you with that. Maybe you feel a creative block if you are a musician. Um, yeah, something with music, or you write music, or you create um like maybe something with like writing material. So you might be blocked in that sense. And I feel like if you feel called to, if you're able to, if you have access to mirror, like a mirror that's red, like a, even if it's like a small mirror, doesn't have to be anything too big. Some of you guys may need to work on your root chakra, but if you are called to mirror magic for whatever reason, there could be something about you speaking to, it's like a blockbuster. Like I don't know why I'm hearing blockbusters. I'm trying to put the puzzle pieces together. What is y'all saying right about now? Because there could be like a energetic block around your throat chakra, but I'm also getting maybe your sacral chakra, root chakra. Mm. You have support. You have a lot of support around you at this time. I do see that. There may be people that want to help you, or are kind of offering service or help to you, especially if you have children. You don't get enough time for yourself. There might be somebody that comes to the rescue, someone that loves children. For some of you, it's like getting back to that playful side of yourself, um, giving yourself that light energy. Like you might be doing too much. Let me see. The 10 of Wands. I don't know. Let me see. 10 of Sticks. I don't know why I'm getting something with your back too, because I don't like the way that lady's hunched over like that in the 10 of Sticks. So yeah, you guys do need to relax. Like if you can afford or to get a massage, do that. Something with your back. Or this could be metaphoric for just carrying way too much on your back. Yeah, you guys need a load off. You guys need a break, or give yourself a break as best as to your ability, because sometimes like we don't always have that time to just chill and relax. Not everybody has that luxury all the time, or as much. So when you can genuinely give that to yourself, okay? A good song, good message, something, some poetry, even. Some of you guys may resonate with rhythm and like blues music. That could be very therapeutic and healing for you. Some of you guys just need to get up, get dressed, get cute, get handsome, get fly, whatever, and go out and enjoy yourself for you. Okay. Because I feel like you are a magnetic person. You are. It's okay to like pull away from the world sometimes and just be in your own la la world. It's okay to do that. But spirit more so wants you to, I feel like spirit more so wants you to um get back connected to the world around you by you being your authentic self, speaking, your truth, or expressing yourself in style, fashion, music, dance, something along the lines of that. Okay. So that is your sacred medicine, Geminis. I do hope this message was helpful. Some of you guys may want to work with High John Conqueror root. That's been coming through a lot as well. That's for like success, courage, strength, blessings, prosperity, kind of like, you know the story of High John. Like if you want to look his story up, pretty bad dude in a good way. So that might resonate with you a little bit. Does give trickster energy a little bit, playful trickster vibe. So Gemini, y'all do give me that. So that is for you guys. Much love. Happy birthday. Happy belated to all the Jimmies. Let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. Like this video if it resonates so far. We greatly appreciate that. Don't gatekeep, share. Share, share, share. All sharing is caring. All right. Cancer 40. Is that an 8? 48, 49. All right, Cancers. Y'all birthday's coming up very soon, so happy early birthday for the June Cancers and maybe July's as well. Whenever you do watch this, happy birthday. So let's get into your sacred medicine and collective healing reading, spiritual magic, all of that. So we're going to tap into the theme of your spiritual sacred medicine this week. Maybe some tools, some spiritual tools, modalities, tips, and all of that, insight, channels. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We get divine wisdom, truth, and clarity for Cancer placement. Cancer placement. What is the message for Cancer? You guys got quite a few. You have ritual offerings. This is such a beautiful card. Bottom of the deck, I just had to look at it real quick, but you have moonstone crystals. Moonstone, I feel like, is definitely a Cancer energy for sure. So if you have access to a moonstone crystal, maybe working with that as well is definitely for emotional healing or connectivity. But you have the ritual offering card, so let's keep pulling. Get something from the Hoodoo Tarot. Cancer placement. Ooh, I don't know if you guys ever seen this. They're pretty popular. But the fairy photo shoots, like the ones that like the mommy and daughter ones, they have those now. So if you are a mommy and you have a daughter, maybe that's something healing for you, or maybe you'll be guided to take like do some sort of enchanting type of photo shoot. Some of you guys could be models. Hey, okay. Four of sticks, something out in nature. Like, yeah, you guys could be out in nature. Maybe having a picnic date or something could be healing if you are Cancer or your partner is a Cancer. Maybe planning a date or something like that together, like a little cute picnic. Depending on where you are, it's hot as hell. Okay, where I'm at, it's hot as hell. You could fry an egg literally on the concrete. I've done it before. But you gotta leave it out for a little bit. But it will fry, child. It will. That's how hot it is. Um, or it could be like kind of gloomy, depending on where you are. There's something about a nature date or doing something. I already know what this card is, so this is gonna be one of them cards like, oh, I know it's this one because it's got something fucked up that has happened to it. This card got consecrated today, just like on accident, possibly on purpose, I guess. Okay, Dr. John with the Magician. Yeah, so the nature energies, I feel like connecting with that, it could be going to like a farm or going to like a field or I don't know, like a strawberry field or going to like a floral field or something like where you're working with plants or fruits, vegetables, herbs. Cancer season starts on Sunday. Yes. So, yeah, happy birthday to the June Cancers and July Cancers. Let's see. It says fertility is not just physical, it is deeply spiritually connected to the blessings of your ancestors. Offering them water, fruits, and herbs invites the guidance and protection as you seek to conceive. With each offering, you honor their wisdom, knowing they walk with you on your journey towards motherhood. So, some of you guys, you may not be mothers, or you could be currently pregnant, or not at all. Um, you're becoming that can represent your becoming. So, doing like sacred altar work, ancestral altar work, offering them what you're guided to, gathering. Um, yeah, let's see what else. You got two cards trying to come out. The Panther, Strength and Power, and the Crossroads card wanted to come out too, so I'm gonna take those. Um, if you guys need to do some spiritual work, okay. The number 1111 could be significant, or number ones. The number one is very significant. Okay, some of you guys, your magic is most powerful on Monday. That is Moon Day, because you're a Cancer. Your ruling planet is Moon, the Moon. Mondays might be very powerful for your magic, personally. If you are a Moon in Cancer, oh, even more so. More powerful day for you to do like spiritual work around connectivity, for sure. Connecting with your intuition, connecting with your heart, your emotions. If there's a element of confusion, not knowing which path to take, feeling like powerless, not certain, not feeling sure about yourself. Um, Working with fire energy as well might be powerful for you. So even like work your magic Monday through Tuesday, because Tuesday represents Mars Day. Mars Day or Tuesday is really good for road openings. So if you want to do something starting on a Monday, for clarity, connectivity, cleansing, and then Tuesday actually putting something into action. So that's like your feminine energy and masculine energy working together at once. So if you're guided to, yeah, I would do some sort of like spiritual reflection, where reflecting, going within self, maybe doing like a spiritual cleanse. Give your ancestors, like when you feel called to, if you guys do altar work, you do ancestral work, to give them offerings however you're led to. I'm going back to the connecting with yourself. If you have a moonstone, you could work with the moonstone, like hold it over your heart chakra, hold it over your womb, your stomach, which I call your crystal ball. Centering and sitting with that, like whatever it is that you feel like you need clarity, or pray for clarity, pray for truth, pray for direction. Mm, what else? Some of you guys like a union or a connection, like this might be kind of outside of the scope of what we're talking about, but I feel led to mention it anyway. Some of you guys, like if you are the Cancer, you're more of the heart, you're more of the emotions, you're more of the intuitive side, within your union, and then your partner or soon to be partner, future partner, who have you, might be more of a fiery energy, which balances each other out to some extent. Like if channeled well, but if you're in your egos, it could be a clash. Like water and fire could be a clash, but um, hold on. I don't want to, because I don't want to give you guys the wrong scripture, but for some reason, I know often like the most popular road opener psalm is Psalms 23, but I wanted to say Psalms 20 for some reason. Oops, let me get to my references, child, because y'all know. Let's see. When in distress, Psalms 20, yeah. So, yeah, Psalms 20, the Lord hear thee in the day of trouble, the name of God of Jacob defend thee. Send thee help from a sanctuary and strengthen thee out of Zion. Um, that could be a good one, maybe on Monday, to clear your mind. If you're in distress about something, Psalms 20. And then, of course, the most popular scripture for road opening on a Tuesday, if you want to do a road opener, to work with Psalms 23. Yeah. Now, I would always say when you recite Psalms, you do want to burn a candle while you do it. Now, you can dress it, you can put herbs and stuff that correlate with what you're doing, or a spiritual bath to kind of go with that. But a simple candle, so like a white candle sometimes is just like right what you need for the stress, the Psalms 20. If you want to use like a white candle or maybe even a blue candle, that's up to you. Cancer energy sometimes does give me pink aura type of vibe, so maybe a pink candle. And then for the road opening, typically like yellow, green, or orange candles correlate best with road opening. So while you say your Psalms prayers, however many times you're guided to say it, um, once something's like that's it. That's all you need. As long as you're convicted in what you're saying and you believe it as you're reciting it, light your candle. Um, yeah, and whatever else you're led to, because there's different ways that you could do road opening. But if you are comfortable with Psalms or you resonate with Psalms, prayers, affirmations, um, something that's deeply felt for you, yeah. But other than that, Cancer, that is the message that I have for you. I hope that this was helpful. I hope this resonates with you and has been maybe a confirmation that you need, okay? Or leads to the breakthrough, a blessing that you need. So, as always, y'all be blessed, be safe. I appreciate you. Like this video, I greatly appreciate that. Make sure you share this with someone. Don't gatekeep, okay? All right, now let's get to our Leos, okay? Our Leo peoples. Leos, where y'all at? We are at 60 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay. All right, Leos. This is your reading. All right, so we're going to get into your sacred medicine. Okay, so what's the theme around your sacred medicine, divine guidance? Okay, any spiritual tools or modalities or ritual, suggestions and things that may resonate with you. Let's get to it. Let's see. And I am using a womb deck, a sacred womb deck, so it might talk about pregnancy, but I'm reading it in a way that's universally going to resonate with whomever it's meant to resonate with, not just mothers or women or pregnant. It's not just for that. It could be about birthing your own self out, creative ideas, gifts, abilities, skills, all that. All right. So, or just holding space for yourself, nurturing and loving and parenting your energy. All right, let's see. Leo placement. Leo placement. Moonstone crystal. So you guys might be a Cancer cusper because you have the moonstone came out at the bottom of the deck, and now the top of the deck, the card that they got, ritual offerings, is at the top for you. So you might want to watch that. Rose quartz crystal is at the bottom of the deck. So rose quartz and moon quartz may be something that you need to work with, or the color pink for sure. Wearing the color pink, wearing the color white. There's something around maybe like healing in the heart space, healing in the heart. Something about trusting yourself again, you trusting in yourself, believing in yourself again. Maybe after a loss or heartache, maybe break up with friendships. There's something about healing the heart. So you have Moonstone carries a divine feminine essence, making it a powerful ally for fertility and emotional healing. Meditating with this crystal opens your heart and womb to the energy of creation, promoting spiritual and physical fertility. As you hold the stone, let its soft, nurturing energy flow through you, deepening your connection to your body's sacred power. Absolutely. All of that. Take all of that. It resonates. All right, let's see. Leos. 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 Leo. 4 baskets. Yeah, you just over it. And she got her pink dress or pink shirt on. You got the white, the pink. Yes, it's already giving confirmation. She's over it. She rolling her eyes. She's just discontent. She's just like not having it, not happy. Um, Summer Walker over it, okay? You're over it. But what is you over? Because I feel like Spirit wants you to soften your heart. It's like, yeah, you may not trust people. You may be like kind of stiff right now, like where you don't believe in good things right now. You might be just like, oh, this is so fluff. This is just some bullshit. You know, that's fairy tale. That's woo woo. You do need to heal your energy. This card right here, the zombie card, is a very intense description of this woman that's being put in a place of um, almost survival. She's crying out to the heavens for help because she's in the middle of the ocean, kind of just standing there, um, being put in a terrible situation and not knowing how to get out of it. And the only thing left is to pray to God because you're close to an end, or you're close to, you know, she's near her death. Like it's an intense description, this card right here, child. So it's like you might have been put in some very bad situations that make it very hard for you to be optimistic at this time, or hard for you to trust in good things or good people. It's like from what you've seen and what you've been through, like it's hard to do that. So yeah, child, you I'm sending you all the healing in the world, child, and compassion, because I understand it's heavy, and nobody can tell you, oh, just get over it. Oh, be positive. Be grateful. Like, yes, of course, you want to be encouraged to see the bright side of life, to be happy, to be grateful. But sometimes it's hard to gather that. So I feel like in this position that you're in, yeah, Fear saying there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. You have the armadillo basket, which is, it says grounding and fierce protection, and then it's 444. So you are divinely protected, and you have the 4, a basket. So number 4 is significant to you. I do feel like you guys are cuspers. For some of you, majority of you are Cancer cusps. Um, because the 4th house also rules Cancer. So Cancer season may be significant for you as well in your healing, when it comes to finding a way to protect your energy in a healthy way, not in a way that shuts down or blocks people. Because this may be a period where Spirit is saying, like, yes, it is time for you to separate from the things and people that are not for you, for your highest good. And but also to forgive yourself in that. If nothing else, definitely forgive yourself. Okay. You are a strong spirit, but that doesn't mean like everything that we go through, we want to go through that. It's like, okay, yeah, I might be tough, I might be strong, but who says I wanted to go through all that though? So yeah, work with your stones, work with your pinks, work with your whites, and maybe wear some silver for protection, more silver bracelets, rings, necklaces, maybe a moonstone necklace that has silver, a silver chain or something like that, a rose quartz. There's something that you might want to do that's grounding to you to kind of get back to a place of happiness. It could be something where you work with your hands, some sort of crafting work, some sort of crafting work. Let me see real quick. Let me see. I got to get my journal because there's a good herb that works with the hearts and grieving. Mugwort. If you work with comfrey, Comfrey, I believe is how you spell it. It's really good for emotional healing as well. Yeah. It does help you with that. And then it does help with heartache and grounding and grief. So if you have some comfrey that you can work with, maybe like in a way that resonates with you. I don't know if you can burn it, but this looks like smoke to me. I don't know if you can burn comfrey in like something safe, like where you would burn like sage or Palo Santo or something like that. Maybe the scent of it, the medicine. But when you work with herbs, I just want to say it's not enough to just be like, oh, let me just burn the shit. You have to have an intention behind everything that you do in magic, spell work, what have you. It has to have an intent. It has to have a blessing or prayer behind it, affirmation. Otherwise, it's not naturally going to take that effect as it should. It does have healing properties, but you have to put your intention into it. And because some of these spices and herbs and roots and things like that, they have multiple properties in them. Why you're using it should be intentful. So, like, for example, if you are going to use the comfrey, maybe dress your candle with it. So, how do you dress your candle? You can look that up, or I can just go over it real, right quick. So, a lot of people have blessing oils that they use, or they've blessed olive oils. I have my own oil that I make from time to time. I have a road opener oil that I make, and sometimes I'll use depending on what I'm doing. So you just like rub the energy into it. Um, so I try to keep this in mind, but like if you are calling something in, you want something to come forward or towards you, you're going to pull it in towards you. If you're trying to release something, you're going to pull it away from you. So however you dress your herb, sprinkle it, roll it around, what have you. If you're using like stand-up candles like this, if it's like in a vase or some sort of contraption, you can poke small little holes into it, put a little bit of oil, not too much because you don't want nothing to blow up on you. And then a little bit of your herb in there, set the intention, pray over it, bless your candle, and then burn it. That sort of thing. Or say a prayer that aligns with what you're doing. So in this instance, if it's grief and heartache, uh, prayers around that, psalms around that. Um, Let me see. Let me get y'all the psalms real quick for that, for grief, sadness, heartache. Some of you guys, it's like you just don't trust right now. You don't trust people. Maybe you don't trust yourself right now. It could be a multitude of things. Let's see. For grief. um, when you've lost faith, I'm gonna read from that one. Psalm 77. Psalm 77, when you are going through that loss of faith. So Psalm 77 says, I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice, and he gave an ear unto me. So you can read Psalm 77, 1 through 20, like read that whole Psalms 1 through 20. Psalm 77, 1 through 20. If you feel guided to do that. Okay. Maybe if you want to work with comfrey or you want to work with a candle, um, grief and sadness, me personally, this is just me personally. Other people might disagree or have another suggestion to that. But for me, like if it's anything to do with, let's say like heartache or loss, green candles for sure. But I also feel like purple candles are good at transmuting energies. Um, like if you think about the violet flame, I would work with purple with grief and sadness, me personally. That's just me. But if you feel guided to more so like with the heart chakra, things like that, maybe a pink candle or a white candle. Lavender is also good for grace and compassion, like uplifting your energies, relax, being present. So that's a good one as well. There's a whole bunch. There's so many different There's so many. Pick one that resonates with you, because you can find some of the similar properties in one spice, one herb, one flower, what have you. Roots. So yeah. All right, Cancer. So that was your reading, or Leo. My bad. See, I'm calling y'all Cancers. Leo. I hope that was helpful. Much love to you guys as always. You guys be blessed, be safe. And if this reading resonated with you, these messages that were helpful, like the video, share it with someone that you feel like will also benefit. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. All right. Virgo. We are at 72 or 73 now. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Virgo, let's see what your sacred medicine, your messages, your guidance. We're going to tap into the theme of your healing this week, maybe even um, some spiritual tools, modalities, some steps, some practical ritual steps and things like that. Okay. All right. This is for the Virgo placement people out there. We are using a sacred womb healing deck. So if it talks about motherhood and pregnancy or yonis, do not be discouraged. I'm going to read this universally that will resonate with everybody as it's supposed to, or whomever it's meant for. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, truth, and clarity for the Virgo placement. Thank you. Prayer for safe delivery. Oh, I love this. Oh, you have support. It doesn't have to be romantic energies or support or even about pregnancy, but you have support that's helping you through a transition, a new energy, a new phase, a new journey, maybe a blessing, an opportunity that's about to come in. Someone that may be like your prayer partner, like someone that you pray with, someone that prays for you. Um, yeah, prays with you, prays for you. Doesn't have to be romantic energies. Could be opposite sex, could be same sex, like just people that are your prayer team. Son of Sticks. Some of you guys may literally be giving birth to a child. Some of you guys are giving birth. Or some of you guys are helping other people. You could be what we call spiritual doulas, you know, where you help other people birth. There's someone that's praying for you to protect you from danger. There's someone that feels like um, maybe you need guidance or you help people that need guidance. Like you could see their troubles before they do. You could see their missteps before they do. You're very protective. You could have a son that you're very protective over. Um, yeah, you're very powerful in your prophecy. Some of you guys you're intuitive, you have prophetic abilities and gifts. It says your journey to motherhood is sacred, and with every prayer, you draw in protection and strength. Prayer for a safe delivery calls upon the ancestors, divine forces, and spiritual guides to surround you with love and ensure the safe passage of your child. Trust that your prayers are that your prayers are heard, and that the energies of protection and peace embrace you and your baby. So, some of you guys are praying for a child some of you guys are bringing into the world, or someone you know close to you is bringing into the world, or you already have a child, specifically maybe a son, maybe specifically a fire sign son that you feel very protective over. They could be older, they could be going off to college, or they could just be like away from you, and you um, pray for divine protection and covering around them. Um, for some of you, not everybody, but for some of you guys, like you do have the ability and gifts to conjure, call out spirits, demonic spirits and forces. Um, if you see somebody is going through something, you might be able to see what it is that's blocking them. You might be able to see the energy or the spirit and call it out. Or this is someone around you that has this gift and this ability. Like this is not no lightweight shit. Like to be able to even handle, because like to handle demonic forces and energies is not a force. Like you're not to force the spirits, you're not to try to intimidate and all, like moving that. You have to be grounded, you have to be sovereign. um confident in what you're doing, have the right type of spiritual protection, be called to that sort of thing. So that's why I'm like, this shit ain't lightweight. This ain't lightweight at all, child. It is not. It is simply not. It is not lightweight. This some real work right here. Okay? This that real. That's what I'm getting. This ain't nothing to play with. That's what they saying. This ain't nothing to play with. Let's see. You got to know what you're doing. And I feel like you do. The dog, loyalty and belonging. So, yeah, this is about. Now, somebody might hold up a mirror to you, or you hold up a mirror to them. You, I feel like you are a divine healer, high priestess, a high priestesses, high priest, high priestesses. Um, yeah, it's like you. This dog, it says loyalty and belonging, but dogs have a good sense of energy too. Like they come to people that they feel comfortable around, that they feel like has a good vibe, has a good energy, and they kind of repel or bark at people that they don't like or don't trust. So it's like you have a good sense of sight, and maybe even your prayer partners, your prayer warriors, they have a good sense of energy and sight. They could tell what's good and what's not, what's off. Um, and that's a part of the magic. So definitely for sure, ask your divine team to reveal to you and show you who or what's in your corner, or maybe for other people you are calling that out. With the Santeria card, let me see, because I vaguely remember the meaning of this card. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Because you also had at the bottom of the deck, the siren, I think, was at the bottom. Yeah. The mermaid energy, the Congo, the seven of Congo, which is the seven of cups. You can see through the illusions of things. Like you're able to sense out. You have a keen sensor, like spiritual sensor. So you could be clairsentient. Like you get gut feelings. You feel like when someone or something is off. Let's see. Mm. Something like you could tell something's not right with some like people or a person. Like you can sense it. So this represents the earth. Um this image of the card is of a Santhera sitting at the edge of a vast swamp. A snake comes out of the watery earth and stretches up to her waiting hand. The swamp is filled with forces of life and death, much like the great sea. All potential is here. The snake may carry life or death. The personality of such woman is characterized by affection and a large capacity for giving and receiving love. Okay, so there are consequences if her love and loyalty are betrayed. So this could be you. You're not afraid to uh deep with the work with the deep dark. Okay. So you could have Scorpio in your chart as well. So the presence of Oya or Batala is also connected to this card. So if you guys are familiar with Oya or Obatala, this could be one of your heads. Now, that part that stood out to me says the consequences if her love and loyalty are betrayed. There is a cause and effect to this. So if you are a spiritual worker, you have the heart for people, but you're grounded, you're practical in that. If people use something or work against you, it's going to backfire. You don't have to do anything. There's something with serpents. So again, you have the ability to conjure and work with certain energies that most people might be afraid of or shouldn't be working with, tapping into. But if you're called to that sort of thing, like you have the ability, the gifts, the wisdom, the spiritual maturity enough to handle that, where most people don't, I feel like that's what makes you a powerful ally to many people. Like you're their heads up. Like, hey, I don't like that person for you, or I gotta call this out. Like this, I don't trust this person, or I don't think that this is a good opportunity. I don't feel like this is something you should be investing in. Like you're one of those energies, like, but it comes from a wise place. It's not coming from hateration. It's not coming from fear. It's coming from divine wisdom. So yeah, what I would say with that is um to keep your prayers up, especially over yourself. Like, stay connected with your team as well. Like, yeah, it's okay to hold space and be that for everybody, right? But Spirit definitely wants you to stay connected to your prayers, to your covering, calling on your ancestors, your spiritual teams, God source to walk with you and cover, making sure that you're doing your keeping your spiritual hygiene up, you know, that you're properly cleansing your energy before and after. Like, I feel like you know what you're doing. Just a reminder to keep doing that. Okay. Um, Ask for wisdom and understanding, ask for direction. As a spiritual mature person, you know what I'm saying. You understand. You ask for wisdom, you ask for understanding, you understand divine timing, you understand being patient, being wise, not acting hastily, not moving from your ego, not moving from fear. Like, you understand that. So yeah, Virgo, that's what I'm getting for you. Okay. Virgo. That was your reading. Okay, so we're gonna get to the Libras, but before we do, I don't like that my candle burns out so soon. so soon. So your girl is going to light another. I'm gonna light another one and another one. Okay, because that last one was acting a little goofy. So God willing, this one don't act goofy. Cause she was over here acting crazy. Like, Heifer, if you don't stay to attention. I'm just saying. We're gonna take a little break, okay? All right. Thank you, flowers, for your love, your beauty, your softness, your healing for the heart. We thank you. We use my stones. Last time, I think I used way too many stones. I was doing way too much. We don't need to do that. Thank you for your properties, your magic, your healing, your permission to use you. Thank you. I'm gonna use one more. I think I put my herbs back that I was using. I don't want to use too much of this. Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's see. And then we'll get back to the rest. Okay, we got a few more down to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This plant, this herb, there's magical properties, there's healing properties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, and one more. Okay. Then we're gonna light this and we're gonna get back into the read. Let me use this one. I'm not gonna use my treasure trove because that almost burnt my hand. Okay, we ignite the flame, the light, fine, source God. Alright, thank you, Ashe. Okay. Libra, you up next. Where we at? I cannot see that. Oh, does that say 86? Hold on, I can't see it. Yeah, 8642. Okay. All right. All right, Libra, you're up next. If you are a Libra placement, this reading may be for you. So we're going to get into your sacred medicine for this week. I'm going to get into the sacred medicine for the week for Libra, or whenever you watch this. What is your sacred medicine? What is the theme around it? Any spiritual modalities, tools, any spiritual tips, spell work tips, things like that. We'll get into any channel messages for Libra. Divine Spirit, what do we need? What do we need to know for the Libra? Libra is the Libra folks out there. Thank you. What do we need to know? Community support. Then you have a sacred midwife at the bottom of the deck. Kind of similar, very similar to Virgo's energy, okay, where I said the prayer warriors, the support, things like that. People that are helping you to birth things out, okay? The garlic card is sticking out too. So garlic, you might want to work with garlic as a healing medicine for you this week, maybe food. Something that your body is calling you to more garlic. Okay. Pure garlic. Okay. Seasoning is cool and all that, but like the actual garlic, I feel maybe garlic, something with garlic oils or garlic supplements. Yeah. Something with that. All right, so let's keep on moving. Let's see. The Hoodoo Tarot. So the community support card says you are never alone on this journey. Your community is here to lift you up. Lean into the love and strength of those around you, knowing that their support weaves a web of care for you and your child, just as our ancestors did. So you may have a child or children. Some of you guys have a big family. Your grandmother may have had a lot of children, okay? Some of you guys, you are a person that you could be a midwife and a spiritual mother or father to a lot of people and don't know it. So sometimes like your energy weighs heavy. You could be older, like the older sibling. Maybe you have a lot of siblings. Like I said, a big family. So maybe like cousins, nieces, and nephews. Like so where maybe you feel like the one that carries the weight for your family. So this could be like chosen energy where you are chosen to heal your bloodline or, break generational curses or traumas, like heal those things with the 10 of Wands. It's a heavy weight. It does give like spiritual big mama. So like, we got to think about it like this. Our big mamas, our papas, the ones that everybody remembers, the ones that everybody loves, the ones that everybody took valuable wisdom from, invaluable things that still live on, um, still lives on right now in your generations, in your bloodline, in your traditions. Even their recipes were healing, even their recipes were divinely guided. So it's something around you kind of carrying that same type of template or energy. That looks crazy as hell. This wax right here looks like a crystal ball, like a big bubble. It just landed on top of already melted wax, which is weird. So like you could be, yeah, like the big mama, big papa bear, of the family in your future generations, like they will look to you as that. So you have to think about the ones that came before you, the weight that they may have carried. It might be a little bit different because of the time that they were in. They may have not been able to move so freely as we are, um, especially as the women or just your culture, they weren't able to fully freely move as some of this work that we do um was illegal, had consequences, your livelihood, that type of consequence. So yeah. Yeah. So you have a little bit more freedom, a little bit more grace than, your ancestors had before you. It's not, spirit doesn't want you to carry this weight too heavily on your back. You're only human, in this life. Like, you have powers, you are sovereign, you are divine. But you also have to have compassion and grace for your energy levels and not take on too much. Okay, you have 2 cards. Yeah, there's a need to have balance, which I do feel like you have support. Now, some of you guys, like, you're married or you're going to be in a sacred union with someone that is like your equal. And that's another thing that for some of your ancestors might have been blessed in that way, to have a partner that was genuinely their equal, that genuinely loved them, and they loved that partner. They were pillars together. They were pillars of the community, the family, the bloodline. And for some of them, they didn't get to experience that in their lifetime, but you will, if not already, have that. A partner, something about community work, service to the community. And Libra, that makes sense because you guys rule justice, you guys rule partnership, marriage, justice or injustice. It's like you may do good in affairs, in that sense, community affairs, legal affairs, the justice system, things like that. So that's right up your alley. See. Yeah, Spirit wants you to rest this week. Mason jar. You got the mason jar card. You got the black coffee at the bottom of the deck. Shadow work and awakening. So yeah, some of you guys, you do a lot of shadow work. And to honor your ancestors, one of them may want some coffee. Like, maybe if you've been smelling or craving coffee, you don't usually drink it or you haven't in a while, they may want, some coffee on their altar if you work with your ancestors. The mason jar says mentorship and protection. So again, I feel like you are someone that is a container of support for a lot of people. You are that. Um, a lot of people come to you for, for them to, like, for you to hold space, you know. Um, you could be someone that pours into people a lot or has a lot of wise counsel and advice. Anything magical, spiritual work wise, if you feel led to work with a mason jar, it could be something centered around like spiritual covering and protection of your energy, not to overexert it, or because it comes with it sometimes, but you guys might attract a lot of energy, energetic vampires. I think this is the Lover's card, right here. Pretty sure it is. Let me see. Marie Laveau is the High Priestess, the Love Empress, Loco, the Emperor, Master of the Head, Hierophant. Yeah, this is the lovers or the twins. So the Marasa are the divine twins of the Voodoo pantheon. The diagram of the tree of life. They occupy the path of Zen, attributed to the lovers of the twins of Gemini. They play. The play of these twins is of duality. Okay. I'm not going to read the whole meaning of it, even though I feel like it is helpful. Um, this can also represent like you're a dual person, dual natured individual. Um, it's like balancing out how you show up, balancing that energy of feminine energy, that giver, that person that holds space, that wise counsel, that nurture, but also that one that is a leader, that gets shit done, that also has boundaries. Like, there's something with the balance in this energy or this expression. Um, let's see. Uh, this card right here, I think, is. Let me see. The Hungonian. Okay, so the fire. Okay, so this is a court card. So this represents a character of fearlessness, pride, and impulsiveness. So this is like a part of you. Like I said, you have a dual nature. You have a balance to you. You might be someone that gets shit done. Like, you have a very strong faith and belief in yourself, which is a good thing. Um, kind of like a warrior energy. Like if something speaks to you loud enough or something inspires you loud enough, you'll go into it. You'll go for it. You won't think twice about it. So almost like drums may not be literal. Like if you hear drums, that could ignite something in you, but it's not literal. It might be something that speaks to you, something that speaks to your soul, that brings you back some remembrance. Yeah. So this is interesting too. I don't know. I feel like for some of you, you could be West Indian. I get that too. There's something about like your culture, a reminder of some sort. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Libra. I hope that makes sense. Just do, keep up your protection work, You don't got to carry the weight all by yourself. You do have divine support. You do have people around you that also support you, that have this space to hold for you, that may understand your plight. This could be friends, you know. Okay. You might want to work with children, like something with teaching of some sort. All right, Scorpio, you are up next. So Libra, like the video if you genuinely liked it. If it resonated, share it with a Libra friend, maybe. I greatly appreciate y'all. Look at that flame right there. Ooh, it's getting bright. Yeah, okay. Ashe, y'all. Like the video. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. We are at 89. I think. Let me see. No, that's 99. Okay. Um, 139 and 31 seconds. Okay. All right, Scorpios. This is your reading. If you are a Scorpio placement, this is your sacred medicine for your zodiac sign. So, if you have any placements of Scorpio, this may be for you. So, we're going to tap into the magic, the power of what Spirit wants you to know at this time. What is the messages that Spirit has for you, so on and so forth. What's the theme around your sacred medicine? Any spiritual tools and modalities that will be helpful? Any tips for magic, spells, rituals, healing work? We're gonna get into that for you. So let's see what your spiritual team, divine source, Scorpio placements. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Calling on ancestors. Look at that. And they're, ooh, I would love to do some shit like this. I don't know if they like sitting in the river or by the, looks like they're, yeah, by the river during a full moon. They're wearing all white, so there's a ceremony going on, something sacred going on during a full moon. So this could be literal. Um, says the wisdom of your ancestors is woven into the very fabric of your being. When you call on them, you summon their strength, protection, and love, forming an unbreakable circle around you and your womb. With their presence, you are never alone. Every step you take forward towards motherhood is guided by the watchful eyes and steady hands. So it doesn't have to be motherhood because I am using a sacred womb oracle deck, but when it calls to you, your purpose, your path, your walk, your journey, they're walking with you in this step. Maybe that you are called to do a cleanse in the river to connect with your ancestors during the full moon. Okay, it could be during full moon, during Scorpio season specifically, but it doesn't have to be whenever you're guided to. Okay. The energy is most potent. For clarity, could be connecting with your maternal ancestors. What else? Scorpio. Son of Sticks, which is the Page of Wands in this deck. Okay, so it's like helping you find your way. There's serpents surrounding this little boy, and he seems to be very fearless about it. Like he knows they're there, and like they're surrounding him. He's not afraid. Your spiritual team is saying to watch your step, be discerning. Don't ever think that you're too above. It's almost like no disrespect, and I'm not coming at y'all, just what I see here. You might be too quick to leap into things, not use your discernment. You might be a little cocky, like getting ahead of yourself, especially with maybe like spiritual practices that you're not ready for yet. You don't have the proper covering to walk into it, or the spiritual maturity to do certain things. Kind of what I'm getting. Let me look here. Yeah, because there's like rattlesnakes or something all around him, and it looks like he has a lizard on him. So he likes. So it's almost like you're not afraid of things. You might like, and being a Scorpio, I guess, like, you guys are connected to the deep dark realms. Like you're not afraid of the dark. You might be drawn to things around, like, shadow things, the occult. You might be drawn to things around, death, um, kind of danger. Like you're not afraid of that. Um, and it's like you have this understanding that if you need your team, your ancestors, your guides, all you got to do is call on them, which is true. But they're like, don't get your ass into some shit that's gonna like be some big trouble getting out of. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So you have the horseshoe with luck and chance. So if you guys have access to a horseshoe, this could be very good to work with when it comes to, I don't know, some of you guys could be gamblers. That could be the caution as well, like getting into shit. Like again, like you got to pay your bills, but you over here gambling and shit at the casino when you ain't got it like that. If you're gonna do that, again, they're saying go into this wisely. Don't throw yourself into something that you're not, that's going to be hard to get you out of. They're saying, like, in an instance, it's like they're not going to leave you destitute or in a dangerous situation, but they'll help you. They'll guide you through it. Right? You have the strength, the fortitude to do it, but they're saying, like, you have to sharpen something here. You have to sharpen something. Let's see. You don't want to be too cocky because you are a blessed. They're saying you are a blessed child, but um you do need your grace. Like you have to be mindful of your energy. Okay. Um this card is saying that this is a sign that good luck is drawn to you. Um you can work with horseshoes. Some people put them on their doors. It can also like be a blocker to dark forces or energies, which is why some people hang them on their door as well. They're saying things have cause and effect, so be mindful of karma. Okay, mindful of that. The Secret Society's card, the Justice card in this deck, it talks about the Secret Society is not like what we've been taught Secret Society is. In this instance, it's talking about the realm of the spiritual team, the ranking of your spiritual team, your ancestors. And this woman is being faced by these beasts that could devour her at any minute, but she believes in the power of her ancestors. Let me read this card real quick because I feel like it has something in it. Let me see. Justice. XI. Yeah, justice. Says secret societies live more in the heart than in the world. Their presence moves through the night of the soul along paths that reach into even the most solitary of spaces. Okay, so this type of secret society referred to in this card exists more in the psychic and psychological dimensions than on the physical plane. There are those who seek to maintain balance in the world through clandestine censor, magic, or force of arms. While their power is great, especially in the land like Haiti, the true power to maintain the balance necessary for the continuation of life is found within rather than without. When the spirit of community or tradition is violated, something ancient rises to swing the scales back into equilibrium. So I feel like you are somebody that is not afraid of things. So you might be one of those like, oh, let's say for instance, oh, my friend is going through some spiritual warfare. They're dealing with like a bad situation, or they're with a no good man, or they're, being abused. Let me step in, let me work my magic. And sometimes like spirit saying, you got the skills and the abilities to handle it, but is it something that you should be doing? Is it something that you're called to? Um, is it something that will affect you later on? Is that going to are you going to put yourself in the line of karmic imbalance that's not meant for you? Or like, let's say for instance, because I feel like you know this or you experience this, if anybody has did anything to work against you and it has backfired, you see that it upsets your ancestors and you don't have to do much. Remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of that. Because you might be that type like, oh no, I don't like injustice. I don't like people playing with me or playing with the people that I love. So it's like you want to take matters into your own hands. Um, and then if something like goes out of control, it's like now you're calling on your ancestors, like, oh no, I put myself in this. And you might not know that you put yourself in there. You might not look at it that way. You just might feel like, oh, this is something working against me. What did I do wrong? And then you're crying out for help. You're going to receive the help that you need, or you're going to be guided to get yourself out of it. But for some reason, again, like I said, they're saying choose your battles wisely. Nonetheless, choose your battles wisely. Use your discernment. Okay, you might have to work more so on your um, you know, your spiritual wisdom and not throwing yourself in things that you're not supposed to. So if you ever, okay, um, I'm gonna give you this Psalms real quick if you're guided to it. So this is to turn away wicked plots, number 56, Psalms 56, excuse me. Um, yeah, to turn away from wicked plots. So it says to light a black candle, and then any names that are working against you, if you don't have any names, and just, with the intent unknown, anyone that's unknown that may be working, evil intents. Um, then it says to dwell on verses 6 and 10, as these will bring confidence and one powers to overcome the wrongdoers. Okay. So if you feel led to, if not, some things you don't have to do anything with. You don't got to do nothing. Like, and you already know that. Okay. I would pray more so for wisdom and understanding of certain things. Okay. But yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. If this reading resonated, go ahead and like this video. I would greatly appreciate that. Tag your Scorpio people or the other signs. All right, Saggies. Let's see. Your timestamp is 1/11/21. Which I believe is 1 hour 51 minutes. Okay. How many? 42 seconds. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. This is going to be your reading. We're going to tap into your sacred medicine for this week. So, yeah, your sacred medicine for this week. The theme around it, any spiritual modalities or tools that maybe you can use, any tips, insights, channel the messages, guidances Let's get it. Sag placement, Sagittarius placement. What is the guidance? What is the message? What is the guidance? What is the message, Spirit? Thank you. Eggshell powder, what's up? Okay. Now this is protection work here. Let me see. I have it, but I don't know where it's at now. This is where I can find it, child, because I don't know what I did with it. You can find eggshell powder mainly at botanicas or spiritual, like metaphysical stores. Can't find it locally, online. The devil. Yeah, y'all need to protect yourself, child. What's going on, Sag? What y'all doing? What's up? What's going on? Might not be heavy, too heavy. I don't think. I don't see that yet. But you do have the devil card with Miss Robinson. So I feel like spirit, you may already know this. Like certain people around you may have like weird energy, stank, funky, like something about their energy isn't right. And you might sense it, you might know it. I'm trying to find, I need to make more space for my herbs because this is no longer fitting them in here no more. I cannot. I need to put them in something. I don't even think. I'm trying to show y'all because some of you guys know what the egg white powder is. Starts with a C as well if you can't find it in that way. Or under. I don't know what I did with it. I just, when you see something, you know that you've seen it recently, but you don't know what you did with it. That's this. That's my dilemma. It's like I've seen it and I know I've seen it and I have no clue what I've done with it. Anyway, I'm not gonna be able to find it right now off the top right now. So forget it. But yeah, some of you guys need to cover yourselves a little bit better spiritually. There could be like an energy around you that's kind of conniving, sneaky, somebody that's always up to no good, okay? A manipulative person. And I don't know why I'm getting like a religious person, someone that may go to church, but they're just as wicked as they want to be. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. This person has hidden motives or intentions, maybe not just for you, but just in general. This person is just that type of individual, like I don't like it. I don't know. Something just, I don't know. Off. Something off. I'm over here struggling, y'all, trying to find this egg white or egg powder. Yeah, because it's like once I look for things, I get really like, I can't stop. Look, I have to find it. Like I get, yeah. I'm like, no, I have to find it. I know it's in here. I have to find it. I know it's here. Yeah, but I don't know where the fuck I did with that. So, some of you guys might also be guided to do like a egg cleanse, like rubbing a white egg top of your head to the soles of your feet. If you're not comfortable doing that, like you don't know how to read the eggs, like there's people that know how to do that, or you can look it up online and like somebody that's trusted that know what they're doing to kind of help you interpret your your egg cleanse. Yeah, I'm gonna say this real quick, child. I'm gonna say this real quick, okay? Sagittarius is, you cannot be going to anybody just for cleansings and readings, and because some of these motherfuckers is like sheep's and wolves clothing. So no, no. Not at all. Like y'all paying for these, I don't know, like spiritual cleanses, and I'm going to this retreat and that retreat, this person. Oh, fuck that. No, I don't know who this person is, who this lady, this man, whoever they are. Um, and this isn't for everyone, but if you are like a dark Sagittarius energy where you do things working against people and you be doing death spells and stuff like that, um, or you're going to somebody, you're going to someone. Ah, I don't know if I should say that. I have to be wise with the words that I say, because if you guys are doing stuff like that, I'm just going to say it will backfire to some degree. It is not my place to say how or to look into how. You might be in that place where now you're trying to wash yourself of some stuff that maybe you did or you participated in or asked somebody else to do for you. Mm-mm. If somebody's trying to do this against you, honey, that shit gonna backfire real, real quick. I'm just getting that. Because you have the Hermit card, get the Devil and the Hermit in these decks, and I do feel like this has something to do with a person that's seeking a home spiritually, seeking people that they can trust, connect with, but you have to be very discerning with that. And I feel like you understand this. So if something doesn't seem right, you don't trust something, don't go into it, don't walk into it. Trust your intuition, trust your instincts. If somebody was foolish enough to try to do some sort of black magic on you, pay somebody to do it. I'm getting this. This is some heavy shit, child. This is probably the most craziest one I done did all night. Okay. Um, because I'm picking up a lot of different things here. So you have to place it where it resonates, that may already live in that fear that people are doing stuff to them. Because it's not. This isn't a entertaining, joking manner, and it's not something like for you to freak out about or live in fear over either, or start trying to put two and two together. Oh, this person or this person being against. Like, you gotta be careful of that type of energy too. Like where you just start planting everybody, guess who, this person did this to me, or this person did that to me. Like, you don't want to be one of them. But I'm telling you right now, like if you're in the side of the innocent, you didn't do anything to work against someone. It might be that someone is like, there might be somebody that crosses your path that may offer a service to you. The motherfuckers that come in your DMs talking about, oh, you need a spiritual wash. Your ancestors told me that you're special, but you got something that you need to cleanse. Pay $1,000 to me and I'll wash it and all that shit. No, these people don't come to you. You'll find them. And sometimes their services will be available. And even then, you need to be careful of people talking about washing and doing spiritual work for you, because not everybody has good intentions. So, yeah, these people may be the real deal to an extent, but they might use their power, their resources to work against their clients. Or bullshit you. And I'm getting something with spiritual community, like a retreat or something, or some sort of class, a class or a retreat. Um, I get energy harvesting. I get destiny swap energy from whoever this devil card represents. This person could be in the church. Okay, I don't like this person's energy. They work with death spells and stuff like that, or not like death and like physical. Sometimes like to block people's blessings, to take people's blessings, to stagnate them, to cause confusion. So use your discernment, okay? As a wise practitioner or as a spiritual mature person, you should know, you gotta, this is real game out here. It's not fairy tales, it's not spiritual woo woo, and it's not fear mongering. It's just being up on your shit. Okay. Yeah, look, you got the grounding card with fierce protection, the armadillo basket. So they ain't playing with you. Okay. I'm getting to do something with firewall of protection. Firewall of protection. So the eggshell powder says Fragile yet powerful eggshells have been used in spiritual traditions for centuries to protect the sacred spaces of creation. Sprinkling eggshell powder around your home or in your bath shields your womb from negativity, building a barrier of spiritual safety. As you use this ancient remedy, imagine your womb encased in light, guarded by the energy of those who watch over you. So this is your womb is your place of where you give birth. So that is like your blessings, your dreams, your destiny, all of that. Protect that, shield that. And I'm getting something about firewall of protection. So you can look up what would be a uh, a good firewall of protection work for you. Okay, because yeah, you got something. You got something. Um, something special here. So spirit wants you just to be protective of your energy. And if you are the one doing things against other people, you're not going to be able to swindle your way out of that. That energy is going to come back on you. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Trying to stop people's blessings, trying to siphon people's energy, destiny swap, that energy is going to come back on you eventually. So, I mean, y'all might as well, you know, I don't know what to say. But if that's not you and you're on the opposite end, or just spirit is warning you before you walk into a doorway or path that's not for you, they want you to protect your energy. Um, hmm. You might want to read Psalms 101, maybe even Psalms 102. Psalms 102 and Psalms 101, but I'm getting Psalms 102. Psalms 102. But yeah, some of you guys do need to do like a firewall of protection and use the egg shells if you're able to find it. It starts with a C. So eggshell powder, you can look it up like for in magic or whatever. Cause I cannot I'm trying to remember where I put mine. Like I don't remember what I did with it. I know it's in here and I'm gonna find it when I'm not looking for it. I already know. Because I have some that I keep um, you know, it's good to rub it on your forehead as well. It was like, if I can recall, it was in like a white or like a bag or satchel or something. It was in something like that. But yeah. Um yeah, that's all I'm getting for you guys. Saggies, that's all I'm getting. Yeah. It's nowhere to be found. But yeah, make sure that y'all staying up on y'all stuff now, okay? It's gonna drive me crazy. I hate when I can't find stuff. I really do. It really irks my soul. It irks my soul. Okay. Yeah, it's just like I'll find it. And I probably like overlooked it. It's probably in that very thing I was looking at and I overlooked it. Probably. Okay. Kitties, no fighting. I don't know what y'all doing in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Wow, I forgot about my... Okay. Heavily distracted. Alrighty. So Capricorns, you are up next. Let's get your timestamp. 127. Let's do 128 because it's about to be 128 minutes. Okay. All right. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Okay. All right. So if you are a Capricorn placement, this is your sacred medicine for the week or whenever you stumble across this reading. Okay. So any Capricorn placements, we're going to tap into the theme of your sacred medicine, healing, any healing messages, guidances channeled, any spiritual modality or tools maybe to use, or ritual or spell suggestions. Let's see. Capricorns. Okay. Bitter leaf juice. And you have yarrow tea at the bottom of the deck. Yarrow, I like yarrow. It's really good for like love work too, I've heard. You can also use it. You can also use yarrow. I think at weddings they use yarrow because it's supposed to like encourage a long lasting union or marriage or something like that. So that's possibly for some of you that resonates, something about your union, your marriage. I'm still trying to find this egg. I'm still trying to find it. This egg powder. I can't not. I have to find it. I'm like really trying to find it really bad. But yeah, so some of you guys, tea might be a healing mechanism, like a healing work for you. Okay. Never heard of bitter root before. That's new to me. So yeah, that's crazy. I cannot find it. Chenoa, that egg. It's nowhere to be found. Oh, in my purse. Sagittarius is like, if y'all still watching, if you're a Sagittarius cusp or you have Sagittarius in your chart and you're watching this, I believe that egg white powder is in my purse. I'm gonna get it real quick for you guys. Some of you guys already know what the egg powder is. So it says there is a sacred power in the bitterness of healing. Bitter leaf juice is a traditional remedy to cleanse the wound, purging it of old energies, trauma, and toxins. With each sip, you engage in a spiritual detox, creating space for a fresh energy and preparing your womb for future blessings and possibilities. Ah, shit. Okay. Capricorn, yes. If you are a feminine, okay, or a woman, just like your yoni might need to be cleansed of old energy. Your womb space, like people that you know, may have been intimate with, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like your spiritual team is wanting you to protect your feminine energy more, especially sexually. Anyone that you have sexual encounters with or had, or just being discerning, kind of putting up a block of protection around that space, and like when it comes to intimacy, most definitely, because I feel like your spiritual team is encouraging you to detox your energy, not just your body, but your heart and your mind, because I spoke about marriage for a reason. Some of you guys may be single, or you're just called to be single for a time. Okay. This is your season to like heal, not to rush into anything. They don't want you to become bitter either when it comes to your partners, you know, or future partners. Because that could be blocking things for you. If you have some unresolved wounds or anger around romance and love, that could be blocking your blessings. So that's one thing that I feel like they want you to be discerning about. Okay. Um, let's see what else. I'm over here getting around. Y'all still trying to find it. Um, really weird. Okay, forget it. Yo, I'm over here just tearing this place up trying to find this shit. I can't find it. Okay. So yeah, Capricorns, I feel for you, this is you healing your wound, healing your heart, healing your mind. There is a little bit of a bitter energy with that Five of Wands. This woman in this card got the stank face on. Um, I am also getting different things when it comes to, I'm not taking all of those. I'm only going to take the one at the top. You have the salamander with infinity and reinvention. Okay. I do feel like there's an energy around gossip, or spirit is just saying like there's certain people or energies that you are cleansing out of your energy field. You should, you know. I would I should say that. I don't know if I should say that. Because I want people to be like mature and wise before they do any spiritual work, because I feel like social media and like these practitioners that don't have no fucking integrity are like kind of teaching people to do things that are very dangerous to the person that's seeking out, you know, these spells and stuff, and to the people that maybe they're using it on or trying to use it on or against, like making hexing too readily available, you know, that type of stuff. Like people, when they get a little ounce of something or a little knowledge of something, they want to use it for bad for some reason. Like I just don't understand that. Or doing things to bind people and all kind of bullshit like that. Like um I don't like this. I don't like this type of energy. And I feel like sometimes you could connect to people that um you could connect to people sometimes that are not for you, you know, like, or spirit is showing you the people that aren't for you. So it's not to say that you don't have anybody in your corner, that no one likes you or loves you and all that. It's just like different boundaries now with you. I feel like your energy, you're kind of shutting down the accessibility. You know, you're just not doing that. And there's some wise counsel that might tell you this, like that might tell you like certain people just aren't for you, you know. You might get some spiritual work done. I'm getting maybe from a man, or could be someone that is a priest, a prophet. They're an elder, they're older than you, and they might tell you like certain people like they need to go. It might tell you to work with um some of this stuff. I just feel like I shouldn't be sharing like with everybody, because I just don't want it to fall into the wrong hands, like irresponsible hands. You know what I'm saying? So I have to kind of censor what I say. Because I do feel like for some of you, you have haters around you. You do. You have people that are hating the fact that maybe you're changing, you're evolving, you're reinventing yourself, like you're doing something different, you're going against the grain. And I feel like that might attract gossip, jealousy, and spirit is saying like these people, they may be people that you wouldn't suspect that are doing this. And it's like they need to shut up. I'm hearing a shut up spell, really, like literally shutting somebody down, shutting them up. But you don't have to really do anything. It's like it may even, it might do the opposite of shut them up. It might have them reveal themselves or something, like the truth come out about them. And if you at some point whenever you watch this or listen to this, you go to someone, I feel like there it's going to be a male practitioner that you're going to go to, and they're going to tell you that there's some people that don't have your best intentions, and it's time to lay those relationships to rest. And they're going to tell you or show you like something that you could do. um I'm seeing it's around like the mouth, the you know, someone like talking, gossiping. Because I'm seeing like swords and a lot of skull references. So it's something to do with like the words, the mouth. Mm. Yeah, I feel like for you, the theme this week is like for you to do your own cleansing, detox, you know, shut the energy down. You know, that's the energies that are blocking you, through cleansing yourself, through releasing it, not holding on to it, um, freeing yourself, freeing your mind, freeing your body, gatekeeping your energy, discerning people in general. But love for sure, like Spirit is saying, there could be a block around that because you haven't released, you haven't healed something, and there might be people that ultimately, like if something was to come towards you, a person that's meant to come towards you and love you, with this type of person, this type of energy, unfortunately, these types of people, they'll block it or just like be the hateration or the evil eyes that you simply do not deserve or need to have around you. Simple as that. And I feel like that's the reason why that this council is going to reveal this to you. Um, and you may know this, and it's going to expose these people that are not for you, but behind you. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, Capricorn. I hope that message is clear and helpful and reaches you at the divine right time. Okay. All right. So let's move on to Aquarius placements. Okay. All right. I need the timestamp. We are at 141. See, that is how many seconds? Come on now, convert the time. 2 hours and 21 minutes. Come on, hurry. But the chime changes. My God, this shit is slow. Okay, what did I say it was? I don't remember. That's not right. 221. Then what was the other one? I don't know if this is right. Okay. 221:58. Okay. All right. So Okay, so Aquarius placements, let's tap into the theme around your sacred medicine this week. Any spiritual modalities, tools that may be helpful, any healing guidance or suggestions for you from your divine team for healing, clarity, so on and so forth. All right. Let's see. Basil bath. Okay. Spiritual bath for you. Okay. So basil specifically. Basil's a good herb to use or spice to use, you know, and that's something easily accessible. You can get that at the grocery store, whether it comes in the fresh form or it comes in the grinded, more like seasoned dried form. Um, Basil, yeah, it's very good. So basil bath, a herb of protection and renewal, carries the spirit of the earth's healing power. When you immerse yourself in a basil bath, you connect your body to its natural cycles, soothing your wound and enhancing your fertility. Let the spiritual essence of basil cradle your body, allowing it to restore your harmony and prepare your womb for the miracles of life. Okay. All right. Yeah. So basil bath is good for protection and renewal, as it says. Um, so for some of you, this is a, I'm getting Yemoya energy too, or some sort of mermaid or water energy, water sign. So you could have water sign placements as well, or your some of you guys, it may not be a bath. I feel like something with your hands, like a bowl, washing your hands, cleansing your hands, or maybe doing a foot wash, like with a bowl of water and basil herbs and leaves, cleansing your hands and your feet, almost in a sense of like for your anointing. So if you guys are a healer, you work with your hands, you work in the nursing field, medical field, something where you're laying of hands, healing your hands. If you are a reader or something where you work with divination, you use your hands. It's like cleansing and protecting and anointing, you know, blessing your hands in your walk, your path. It's like a repurposing, or I shouldn't even say repurposing, like a readjustment of your path, your walk. What else, Spirit? So if you have like a bowl that you could like put your hands into, wash it and cleanse it with prayer. I'm going to sit with the prayer part for a second, and then with your feet, maybe doing your feet next. Or maybe you might be guided to do just the feet or just the hands, but like get a bowl that your feet can fit into, and then do a wash on your feet and rub your feet and say a prayer, something where you're cleansing that. There, I'm getting that. Yeah. Five of Pentacles or Five of Coins. The Lovers. You might be guided to work with, that's only if, okay? Some of you guys, if you work with your ancestors or you work with gods or goddesses or something, there might be goddesses or gods that work together in hand, like they are not counterparts maybe romantically, but they are like they are kind of the same pantheon, or like mother and father, mother daughter, father son energy, something with that, or planetary energies that work together, if that makes sense. They're bridging the gap. There's some sort of cleansing of lack mentality, yeah, a feeling or energy of lack. There's something of bridging the gap. I keep getting that. If you look at the energies here, there's like one right here, one energy here, and one here, and this person underneath them, this bridge. It feels like spiritual conflict. You're saying like some of you guys may work with ancestors or deities, something where it's clashing, like you share altars. And most people know that, like, if you do spiritual work, like, you shouldn't, or altar work, you shouldn't have a whole bunch of clashing of this and energy over here, this energy, like, they don't work together. It's something that's a clash, or it could be mentally, like, you can't do prosperity work and then in the same breath, you know um think that you're lesser than, or you're in lack, or have that mindset. It's like something with that, and I'm gonna go into that. In a reading or live. I'm gonna go into that, blocking our work. But yeah, there's something like the mindset or something does not work. It's not in harmony. What else? Kyrie shells, passion, and feminine power. So yeah, there's something with these, like, oceanic energies or water spirits, maybe, that are helpful. Maybe working with cowrie shells. Some of you guys might be guided to do divination with shells or cowrie shells. There's a system to that. So, I would say, use your discernment, be wise with that. Also, maybe carrying a cowrie shell in your pocket. Has anything to do with money. This has anything to do with guiding or being guided by your divine team. There's something about the sacredness of a Kyrie shell. So some of you guys, this is wearing Kyrie shells, or at least one. You can wear it in jewelry. You can wear it as something in your hair, something in your purse, your wallet, your pocket. Maybe adding them to your altar space, like discerning, like, what ancestor may resonate, or what deity may resonate with the Kyrie shell. But this energy gives me Yemoya energy. There's a song, I'm not sure what artist it is. It's not coming to me yet, fully, I should say. Um, there might be messages that are like overlooked within songs that might help you with your healing, or something about the frequency of a song, and it sounds like water music. Like, it has like elements where it sounds like water. I'm hearing Beyonce's what is that song? It's from her Lemonade album, and it has like a water type of energy to it. What the fuck is it called? I don't know. Maybe one of your ancestors or something resonate with that, or that's like a tone of their frequency. I don't know. That's really weird. I know, but let me see. I cannot for the life of me. I can hear the song. I can hear it. It sounds like water, like an ocean song to me. Let me see. Um, Lemonade album. Because I can hear it. Love Drought. I'm hearing that's what the song is. Love Drought. It has an oceanic sound to it to me. Sounds like water. It's this song. Yeah, it's Love Drought. Um, I don't know if there's something healing about that song. Um, this song, yeah, it's. I'm getting chills in my legs. Yeah, it's this. So maybe I don't know if Yemoya, or maybe it's Oshun, or some sort of love goddess energy. It's Oshun. Yeah, something about betrayal or something. This could be healing to you. I don't know. Yeah, especially for like the Aquarius women, specifically, for sure. I feel like this is Oshun energy, and this has something to do with healing. And the visuals to this song, like the actual music video for this song, there's a scene with women walking in the water. There's a powerful energy to this. That might be a song you need to listen to when you take your spiritual bath, your basil bath. You might be healing something from in the heart chakra, your womb space. Your ancestors, like it may not just be Oshun, it's your feminine ancestors are gonna feel this. I don't know. There's healing with this. It's deeply rooted. It sounds like it's just like a romantic song, but it's something deeper beyond that. It's not really what I'm getting. Like, it's not going to register romantically. It's going to register as deep feminine healing wounds. I hope that that makes sense. But yeah, Love Drought by Beyonce. That's what's coming through. And if you're led to, watch the music video. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and we're going to move on to Pisces, last but not least. So like this video, share it if it resonates, share it with your people. All right. Okay, Pisces. Let's get your timestamp. We are at 1:53:36. Okay. Which is, I think, 33 to 33:36. I think. Okay. All right, Pisces collective. How y'all doing? Last but not least, so if you are a Pisces placement of any sort, this may resonate with you as your sacred medicine, your guidance. So we'll tap into the theme of your sacred medicine, any spiritual modalities of healing, tools, any spells or rituals or prayers that may assist you in your healing or your work, your magic. For responsible practitioners, of course, be sure to check out your other placements as well to kind of bring a little more power and potency to your work, your healing, your magic, your rituals, so on and so forth. All right, Pisces. Pisces collective spirit. What is their, thank you, moon rituals? Hey, yes. So you could be a Pisces moon, okay? Pisces Venus for some of you. So this is your message. It's going to be centered around the moon rituals, using the moon cycles for your magic. Yeah, bringing about wishes. The Ten of Baskets is the Ten of Cups in this deck. The John Horse card is the Emperor. Okay, so very powerful practitioners. Some of you, this is your grandfather's energy coming through that wants to see you happy, wants to see you blessed. Something about your family. Family may mean a lot to you. Having your own family, or you're giving birth to a child soon for some of you. There's something about keeping the family together, keeping the family traditions, um, remembering your magic. Now, some of this could be indigenous Native American culture as well as African American culture, magic, traditions as well. Hmm. Some of your ancestors may want dolls, or like those Native American dolls, the little cute little Native American girls, dolls. You can find them sometimes at shops or something, but maybe someone makes these, or that's maybe you guys were taught as a child how to, like your grandmother or something may have taught you how to make dolls. There's something powerful about that. And if you have an ancestor altar, they want a doll on their altar, not for like nefarious reasons, like doing something crazy, like something like that. Just like something traditional. There's like a tradition behind it, or it's like a bonding, something with dolls and tobacco. They may want just like straight tobacco leaf. Tobacco is very magical. for sure. It also helps you to tap into the spirit realms. It also calls the ancestors in, like that could be an offering to one of them. This feels like a grandfather energy or a great grandfather. You're combining African American spirituality and magic with Native American culture and magic, and there's different levels of Native American culture and magic and things like that, or spirituality. And I feel like there's something in your family or your bloodline that you're reconnecting with, you're discovering, or you're adding in addition to. See. So the moon rituals card, it says the moon cycles mirror your baby's rhythms, offer powerful energy for fertility and healing. Align with the moon phases through rituals of intention and self-care, allowing its light to guide you on your journey to motherhood and spiritual growth. So don't have to be a mother, but yeah, Pisces, I do feel strongly that you're connecting to something like a root, some roots, like you're connecting to it, and it could be during the moon, or they're going to teach you the power of the moon in your culture. So the tower, yeah, you're going to have like a spiritual eruption of some sort, like you're going to cleanse something. You're clearing something out in your bloodline for sure. Get you some moon water. Some of you, if you already have gathered your moon water, you've already gathered it, you have some to maybe work with it as you're guided to, and maybe one of your ancestors or something about your ancestral roots, their traditions may include moon water or something with working with the moon. Yeah, gathering moons. Okay, this is interesting. So spirit, it may not be too much for those who it's meant for, but for some, if this is not for you, it's like, okay, this is doing too much. So with each moon phase has a different type of power and different type of magic of intention, right? So with each moon phase, spirit saying like put out some water in a safe, like maybe a jar or a glass bottle or a cork bottle or something, like put out some water during each moon phase and collect it, label it so you know which water you're working with, because you're going to use it in the future for different things, and it could even be ancestral offerings. So like during a full moon, you'll have the full moon water. During the waxing moon, the waning, like I'm getting that. And maybe even getting real specific, like when it's a certain type of full moon or new moon, you'll put a strawberry full moon or blood moon and such. So you know what type of energy you're working with. And like I said, some of you might be like, oh, bitch, that's doing too much. No, for those who it's for, it's not too much. You have the blessed child, purity, loss, innocence. So you're returning back to your inner child as well through these workings. Like I said, it's like it's an ancestral connectivity, a remembrance, but it's so much more deeper than that too. At the same time, like it's deeper healing that comes with this. You know, there's more to it. Yeah, there's more, much more to this. Um, that I feel like you can understand, that you can feel on the, so putting it in a safe space, I'm getting putting it in like a cupboard or a cabinet where it's not left out openly. It's in its own space, kind of like a space where it's being consecrated, or more so also kept away from the eyes of other people. It's like it's meant to be kept sacred. um Yeah, it's meant to be kept sacred. Yeah, and you're blessed. You are a blessed child. You may be the quote unquote chosen one because you are going to do well with what your ancestors have taught you, or what they are teaching you even on the other side, or the remembrance. You're going to be called maybe to research certain things, talk to people, your elders that are already living. Maybe you're going to stumble across books, documentaries, people's stories that's going to bring you back. It's going to bring you back to remembrance. Yeah, it's going to bring you back to remembrance. Yeah, but other than that, your life path may be number 9. Some of you guys are going to give birth to a child that's going to um, carry these traditions as well. Carry these traditions throughout their life, or you're passing them down to them. This child has their own set of gifts and purpose. It's something about restructuring the family through your own family or through your child or something along the lines of that. Yeah. So I hope that that made sense. I hope that resonates with you guys. So that was the reading. If you guys enjoyed this, you like this message, the videos, that these things have been helpful, lead feedback. I would greatly appreciate that. That would mean a lot. Um, yeah, but other than that, yeah, that was a reading. So be sure to show some love. If you guys would like to book a reading with me, um, tap into whatever you need guidance on. If you want to tap into like how to get more in tune with your spiritual work, what spiritual work works for you, at your own pace, tapping into your ancestors or guidance or wisdom around that, purpose, your healing, whatever you need clarity, I got you. So go ahead and like this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay. If you have any questions about my services, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you. And until the next one.